Good morning. Hi. How you doing? But anyway, I just had to talk about life. I'm at this stage where as though I'm not trying to figure everything out anymore. I'm trying to just go with the flow and trust God and believe that God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit is who I'm, the model I'm supposed to follow with everything else that's out here, with the crystals and other religions and self-help. It's some days it's a pull. Sometimes I read something and I feel it and I'm like, oh, but I'm not supposed to, because this isn't based on Jesus Christ. It's like so many different things can pull you. Just like sometimes you try to figure out, why have you been assigned your life? Like, it's so much of it you love, and then there's other parts that's like, well, it could be much easier if I had this, or I could do this, or that, this. Then you have the times that you have other people to just uplift you when out of the blue. And I want to say that about this shirt here. It says inspire, and it has the greatest little butterfly on it. I received this from my soul sister unexpectedly. She sent me 3 shirts, a bracelet, and a guardian angel this past week, and it was totally unexpected, so it really warmed my heart. I got to thinking about my book, like, over this weekend, because last week, not only did I receive these shirts, I received like 4 calls from 4 different book publishers. I didn't answer them, I just listened to the messages, because I don't know if you knew, I decided that the book was too painful and too much pain, and was gonna have to be relived by, some people. And I'm like, I needed to write that book. I guess, one, to know that I could do it, and the second part was, that's what actually brought me to this healing point, is when I actually wrote everything down from my first memories of life, and I discovered a lot of things. I discovered that as time went on, I was a really fucked up individual. I could be the nicest person, but also the worst person. And I would do for anybody, but once you crossed me, it was a wrap. And my anger and the way my thought process and everything about me wasn't bad. And it all had to happen, and it is part of me. Like, some parts of it just not gonna go anywhere, but it's just the means of how I do it. And then I listen to the stories of my kids, and I follow like them, and I see what they post, and I missed the mark a couple times. I missed the mark more than I thought. I thought I was doing a great job and giving them the best life that I could, which I did give them the best life I could with what I had. And but it's sometimes it's still hard, but I keep going, and the greatest part of it is with so many things in life, and especially with my relationship with my daughter, my oldest daughter, I had to forgive myself of how I went through that whole thing. And that book has a lot of that. My book, Leaving the Masquerade, it didn't just talk about my child sexual abuse. It talked about everything in my life, from how I raised my kids, how I basically neglected my oldest daughter's the love factor, the affection part. I gave her everything that the rest of them gave her, but the affection definitely wasn't there. And about my infidelity, I wrote about a lot of my choices. I wrote about the abortions that I've had, and how I took care of a guy, and then how I've gone through domestic violence. The book was heavy, but when I wrote it, it lifted a lot of my burdens off of me. So I'm still struggling if I want this out there, because I do think that it could inspire someone to know that life goes on regardless of what happens in your life, unless you die. But if you still get another day to breathe, you have another day to get your life together and get better, because I'm definitely much better. And with this whole thing of me getting my Ginger, my new pup, she's making me move around more. Just like today, I never go into the office, but I have a lot of stuff I have to do, and I have to go in the office to do it. So I decided to take this day to go in. So I'll miss her today, but normally I'm just home. But I just want all of you guys to know that the first person that you should inspire is yourself. Because if you can inspire yourself, it makes it so much easier to be genuinely inspiring to others. And I'm learning that, and I'm glad I am who I am. I do wish that some things I had a chance to do over again, but in life we don't have do-overs, so we can't just punish ourselves with that. We have to forgive ourselves and make the changes, because that's the one thing about forgiving yourself. When you forgive yourself, you are accountable for the forgiveness and for making the changes. When you forgive others, you are still only accountable for your forgiving. You can't do anything about what they do or how they do. You have to just forgive them, just to forgive them for yourself. But forgiving yourself, you have that opportunity to recognize the things that you've forgiven yourself for, and to make changes in the future. So, just want everyone to have a great day. This is gonna be crazy being in the office today. I had the whole last week with my daughter and my grandson, and it was a joy, especially my grandson, because I miss my grandkids so much. But it was a lot with everyone and my new pup. So Monday afternoon, the house became normal again, and my pup is back into her regularly scheduled program, and I'm loving it. But this is the last time I'm gonna say have a great day.